Welcome everybody to Out and Over.
Next meme.
Next meme.
Wait, hold on. Episode start.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. No.
That sounds like
Hold
a
on.
very, like,
I've got...
you know when you hear something when it's dubbed? When it's dubbed and it's like, it just doesn't translate right when it's like trying to start something. It's like, episode start!
Starturu.
Starter.
So, I have the most comfortable setup today.
You do.
I got my microphone all to myself. Walter's sitting with Shane today, and you are all listening to Over and Out. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We did it. We did.
So our boy Braydon's not here this week.
Yeah, the wheel of irresponsibility turns to Braydon this week.
Hey,
But no,
you guys talking shit last week?
you didn't hear that, but because you didn't watch the episode. What the hell,
I
man?
didn't, man.
Last week we were saying how we wanted to just wait for a lull in the conversation, and then I was just gonna turn to you and be like, "Hey, remember that time you weren't in the show?" But now I mean,
Braydon.
yeah, at some point in the future, I mean, obviously, like for those of you listening, I'm sure it's not the end of the world, but I know even just like in the next few weeks, before episode 20 for sure, probably before episode 15. Never mind. Thank you for setting up the timer there. At some point or another, one of like the four of us will be gone, but that's okay because we have some pretty cool shit coming up down the pipeline. So I won't get into it too much, but we have a guest who will be joining us from I won't say anything more other than an anime YouTube channel.
What?
Is that me?
What?
My water bottle?
I love that I'm like doing the show's maintenance, like the house cleaning,
I've done
and
a
you
lot
guys
of
were like,
drinking.
"Whose water bottle is that?"
Okay.
I just saw two here, so that's Dan's.
I think this is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave it.
It's okay.
I don't know.
Is that yours?
I don't know.
Man, we
Boys.
swapped spit at some
We're
point.
kissing.
It's no. Oh shit! Now the fanfics can begin. Walter and Shane
So
normally
good.
sit across from the table, but put them together, and
This is why we can't be sitting next to each other.
There's no show. It's just like, you look good. Oh, no, you look good. Oh god. All right. So anyway, yeah. So house cleaning stuff. Yes, we have a guest who's actually going to be coming onto the show in the coming weeks. We haven't sorted out exactly when, but you can look forward to that. We have a few things we want to talk about as far as the show itself goes. Real quick shout out to my good friend Roberto, who is supporting the show in a really major way by helping promote the page. So thank you so much, Roberto, for that. We really appreciate it.
Hey, Roberto, you a homie.
You're
a real one.
You a citizen.
You a citizen.
You a citizen, son.
Yeah, you part of the clan. So again, thank you so much to. I wanted to just take a second to really, thank him for that because he's helping promote the Facebook page and whatnot. And speaking of which, we hit a milestone. We this past week hit 100 followers on our Facebook page. Woo! Which is really, really cool. Especially considering the fact that, like, the page has only really existed for, like, 2 months. I'm going to see that as a win.
Dude, we've been doing this for 10 weeks now.
This is it. Welcome to episode 10. We are forever outside of the single-digit episodes. Oh, I'm going to miss them. You remember episode 5?
Nah.
I mean, it was more than a month ago, so I don't blame you. But yeah, no, so this is welcome to episode 10 of Over and Out. Oh, that feels so good to say.
It's for real now. We're legit.
Yeah. I've mentioned this to the guys before, but statistically, most podcasts, most new shows have an average like lifespan of like 7 or 8 episodes or so.
We made it.
We made it.
We're done.
Yeah,
we can wrap up.
Yeah, we're good. All right.
We're past the curve.
Good job, guys.
All right, see you later, man.
Yeah, welcome to the final episode of Over and Out, the finale. We've been losing cast members for the last couple weeks. This time is Braydon, but instead of we made up a joke that we found out you actually were Mexican, Walter, which obviously you're not, so you don't have to worry. And so we kicked you off the show.
Wait,
rest assured,
I don't know.
Walter, you're not actually
Wait.
Mexican.
Yeah,
Okay.
I checked.
Okay.
So anyway, so welcome to the show, guys. A lot of really cool stuff is coming down the pipeline, and I'm really excited to kind of get into that a little bit more. Later on in the episode, we will be when we shift gears into the more personal, the sort of talk show part of the show and get into what we're playing and all that good stuff. I'm going to give a shout out to a few of our newest Facebook followers, and just thank them for joining us, on facebook.com/overnote. So, yeah, but we'll get to that later. We have news. So much news.
Is that our fucking news alarm? Is that the breaking evening news?
It's not even a breaking news.
Doodle. Skedaddle skadoodle, your dick is now a noodle.
Oh.
Sorry. My girlfriend's so proud of me for making that reference. Shane, do you want to take the first story of the day? You kind of have the deets a little bit more
Sure, man.
hammered out than I do.
I'll fucking take it, dude. I'll
Bruh.
fucking do it. I'm getting into the Fortnite atmosphere, okay?
Oh, are you channeling?
I'm channeling my
Just do
Fortnite fan.
your baby impression.
Oh, no.
Damn.
It's
It's one of the most disturbing things of your many talents
just
that you can
grown
do.
bald man making baby noises.
Can we record that later
So-
for the Instagram story?
On the note of that, for a perfect segue,
Yeah.
Ninja left Twitch, which is like a huge thing in the gaming community right now. But what's big about it is what Twitch did afterwards, because they kind of dropped the ball on this, even though they were quick to apologize about it.
I mean, they caught it quick. That don't change what they did, though.
I don't know how quick they caught it. I think it was like half a day or a full day that
Oh,
shit
no.
was going on.
So
Half
it
a
was,
day. No
it was
way.
happening. So what happened?
So Ninja left Twitch,
Mhm.
and Twitch was like, "Fuck you." And
Well,
and then
hold on. But why
they
do you
broke
leave?
up.
Why do you leave Twitch?
Okay, yeah. So Ninja left Twitch to go to Mixer, which is Microsoft's streaming platform.
Yeah.
And
Also, who is Ninja?
Everyone knows.
I'm
Ninja-
uneducated.
Ninja's Twitch's most popular streamer. He plays Fortnite like exclusively.
Only plays Fortnite.
But
Wow,
he's
that's his
the
thing,
top
huh?
player. Man, he played Fortnite with Drake.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
I'm
really
not
why
gonna,
he's
I'm not
the
gonna
top
lie.
player.
That's pretty damn cool.
That is cool.
That's clout right there. That's,
So he went over to Mixer and left Twitch, and Mixer is the main rival of Twitch. So Twitch was all like, "All right, fuck you," and then took his page and then made it like a recommended section, so it would recommend people who were watching Ninja's page, which was 14.7 million people,
Lord.
and the top recommended channel was a stream that was playing hardcore porn.
Yep.
So apparently that was going on for 2 hours.
Okay,
Oh,
so
did
it's
you
full
did
2
you look it up?
hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way
No, it was
that
2 hours.
a company as big as Twitch would let that go, like that wouldn't notice that, for like half a day. No way, or a full day for that matter. That's nuts.
Yeah, man, that is
That's
crazy, because if you think about it, like, what is Fortnite's main like age group?
Family
It's
friendly.
kids.
Yeah.
So kids are logging onto Twitch, and it's just hardcore porn.
I mean, when I was 10,
Look,
I got into that when I was 10.
But at 10, was it hardcore?
that's
Well,
not the point.
What is hardcore?
That's so
though?
not the point.
What counts as hardcore?
I don't know.
No, that's
Like
not.
mid-
Cue sound effects in background.
Just like.
Oh no, that's not hard. That's not hard.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's
making
more
fire.
like it. Making fire. You need something for that friction burn.
Yeah, dude, that's they were quick to apologize, and they made a public statement saying that this was never intentional. Obviously, it was like an algorithm that picked it up, and they were promoting a channel. But it's still the problem lies that someone was able to stream and take advantage of this.
Yeah.
Even though it's against like literally all of Twitch's guidelines and terms and conditions and rules.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, I love the irony that it's against their rules. It's against, like, obviously it's against the rules, right? But it's like their own algorithm that allowed it to happen too. So I find that so ironic. actually, speaking of which, what was the other thing with the algorithm we were talking about? We were talking about a few things before we started the show up.
Oh, it was that the thing where it was like
The other streamer was
like,
talking about, he wasn't leaving, but he was like complaining about something.
Oh no, that was just someone talking about how there was a general opinion that they want to like label Twitch as sexist because
yeah,
it leans heavier towards women streamers because obviously over sexualizing.
Right. Basically we were talking about it and we boiled it down to like the problem we have with it is that the formula, the way it's set up right now, makes it obviously way easier for any girl with a decent amount of cleavage to get famous on Twitch. And I mean, like, look, okay, this is like half our fault. Like, as like the people, you know. It's half most people's fault for being, you know, for being gullible, I guess, and being like, yeah, she's got boobs, I'm gonna watch her.
It's not gullible.
I don't think
that shit's horny.
No, yeah, sorry. I was like,
it's
not
nature,
finding it right.
man.
It's nature. It's like, yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it's entirely Twitch's fault on that one because it's like, it's nature, as Walter put it. Yeah. Kids are like,
dude, sex sells.
Yeah, exactly. Sex sells. Didn't we say that last episode too?
I don't know. It's our catchphrase. Over and out. Sex sells.
Welcome to Over and Out, the sexiest show in gaming. Well, I mean, Walter's always in his boxers, so I guess last week's episode...
I've been trying, man, since day one.
Walter, last week's episode was notoriously unsexy because Walter wasn't here. But that's okay. No, yeah, I get... It, like, half of it is obviously, like, human nature. Obviously, we're like, yo, she's hot, sick, and like that's on us, sure. But as someone who did do the whole the YouTube, I guess, gambit for a short time, kind of on and off again.
I'm still in that.
Yeah, you're still in that gambit. I'm trying to, or in that game, I guess we'll say. I'm actually looking to get back into making a few videos, but like purely and strictly for fun and as a creative outlet, because like. I don't have boobs, so I might as well not even try. And it's a sad reality that, like, it's so much easier, you know, for... I mean, it's just so much easier for a girl to just, like, kind of, like, pull the shirt down a little bit and get attention. It's something that I don't even like saying because it doesn't feel right, but it's, yeah.
I think the problem that people are having with it on Twitch is that it's, hey man, if you're gonna show a little bit of cleavage, I don't really like. Yeah. That's game. Use it to your advantage if you want to.
I'm not gonna bash anyone for doing it. Like
all you, but
God bless you, girl.
There are certain people who are like, I'll play a game or they'll be streaming and someone will donate and they'll be like, I'm gonna twerk now. So like,
it's doing like rewards for over sexualizing and using that as a reward.
Or they'll do like strip gambles and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's just pretty much like when they actually go against the guidelines of Twitch, where it's if you pay me money, I'll do something sexual related.
Right.
My favorite part of that is when like they're streaming and like pretty much like 3/4 of the screen is their face, and then the game is just like a secondary thing.
The game is the smaller part of it. Yeah. No, I know. It's like, really, like what are you actually here for? You know. Like I'm here to see wicked Fortnite streaks.
I just want those Fortnite dances, man. I just want them Fortnite dances.
That's what I'm here for. Speaking of which, I know we didn't really prepare it as like a topic of discussion, but there was recently there was a lot going on with a form like that a lot of game companies are signing, saying that they're going to disclose odds of getting loot box drops and stuff like that in their games, and like Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, like the big three, if you will, and then a bunch of other really big notable companies, but obviously not those three, also signed it. Ironically enough, Epic Games, no, because they make way too damn much money.
So this is signing against the microtransactions. Right. So
no, like not against it, but something I brought up last week that I don't think I actually mentioned. So I'm actually really happy I brought this up in hindsight. But so in China, they do something a little different with their loot boxes and whatnot. They're the way they get around their gambling. The claims that it's gambling. Basically, on the boxes of the game covers themselves, they list the probabilities of certain drops. So even before you buy the game and get hooked on the loot box drops and all that, you know exactly what you're getting into if you just look at the cover.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I think that's
fair.
That's fair.
That is fair.
You know what you're getting into, right? Like, we're all big boys and girls here, and parents need to be, in general, a little bit more attentive to like the games that their kids are playing, so that I'm cool with the loot boxes if they're gonna disclose that shit to me on the cover. You know what I mean? Mind you, generally speaking, I don't care for loot boxes, but I'd rather earn stuff the way Marvel Ultimate Alliance did it, where it's like,
you gotta work your ass off.
Yeah, you gotta work, boy. You gotta work for the money. So anyway, I'm glad I brought up. I'm glad we were talking about this because I wanted to make sure I actually brought up that point because I don't think I brought it up last week. It's just anyway. Tangent aside, the main story of the day. Ninja left. There's been a lot of talk about how the system can be a little sexist and lean towards girls who are able to manipulate the masses, if you will. And it's something that I don't like saying or even talking about because it's like, I don't want to shame anybody. It's not about that. It's just that I did the YouTube thing for a hot minute and Shane's doing it now, and it's obviously a lot harder because it's hard to do.
It's just clickbait in any form, really.
Yeah, it's clickbaity.
It works.
Yeah,
and
it does.
Sucks because you don't want to be the person who starts using clickbait thumbnails or clickbait headlines. Yeah. You won't believe this. Yeah. But
the
shit works.
It really does. It's just psychological.
You can't get mad at that either.
No, and that exactly. That's why I'm not gonna shame anyone for doing it. It's literally just taking advantage of human nature. Mm-hmm. But when I, as a dude, can't succeed just because I'm a dude, like that other guy, who was it that was talking about that?
I don't even know.
It was another Twitch streamer, I think.
Oh no, I was using the video that whatever, like Moist Critical or Penguins, whichever, because his name is Penguins, but he also goes by Moist Critical. Mm-hmm. It's a video that he made. It was just, I think the video was why I don't like Twitch or something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like that. There's
been a lot of video streaming platforms coming under fire as of late. There's I can't remember his name. He does it's like WTF News is his show, and he's a super scene kid, super emo looking kid.
Does those still exist?
He's got the long hair, but he's wearing the beanie, so it's over his face a little bit, and out the back. He's very funny for what it's worth, but just to kind of give you a visual.
Emo kids still exist?
Yeah.
Apparently,
in some capacity, I'm sure. No, he does a show called What the Fuck News. But he did a video recently of why he hates YouTube, and it's a lot of it's like, oh man, if I've got cleavage, basically along the lines of what we're saying, if I've got cleavage or I'm showing super hyper violent games to kids that are underage, you getting YouTube money, so whatever. But if I say fuck, I'm going, that's not good. YouTube's gonna fan the ban hammer on my ass. And that was a major part of, his complaint. Why can't I say fuck? Because that's stupid.
It is contradictory because the reason that they don't want you to swear is that they're advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
For kids, but the majority because they realize that kids is becoming a
hot commodity.
A majority of YouTube users. But then
what I think,
there's literal porn on YouTube.
And that's so weird.
There's porn, there's hentai, there is...
But there's no way they can obviously get away with showing straight up porn.
Shane Dawson has covered it before in like one of his like creepy internet things, is that there is suggestive child pornography
Yikes.
on YouTube that exists.
That's gonna be a big old yikes for me.
How does that go through?
It's because it's videos, like there's nothing pornographic about it, but it's
they don't
kids
show
who have their webcam turned on and it records, and it's those videos where it's just a kid doing normal stuff with a camcorder on, like on the top of their laptop or something. I don't know if it's footage that just got uploaded to the web via horrible means, or if it's the kids actually posted it. But I remember he was mentioning that he wrote to YouTube and Google about it because he was so disturbed by it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not blatantly said there, but you're like, clearly this has a purpose. There's a channel that's dedicated to just random kids with their webcam on.
Yeah,
And it's not the
fucked
kid,
up.
not the kid uploading.
Yeah, no, that's really wrong. That's messed up. Fuck. I just like, I was like, come on, there's no way. I literally just looked up. I was like, well, here goes my search history forever on YouTube. Here we go. Porn. Let's do it. Let's see what I can find. The first video was like super cropped. You can't see anything, but meanwhile the description is like, help me hit 5,000 subscribers, guys.
No.
I'm like, what? How is this okay? Like nothing actually pornographic is on screen by any means, but it's just like the video, like the rest, like what is it? You guys know like the lemon stealing whores video.
No.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
do.
so. You don't know that video?
Lemon
It's so
stealing
funny.
whore.
It's porn without the porn, basically, where they show the intro and it's this couple sitting on their lawn and they're talking about how much they love their lemon tree and how they hate those quote unquote lemon stealing whores. And then at one point the guy's like, hey, hasn't it been like 10 minutes since we last looked at our lemon tree? No, the girl says it. I love this fucking video. It's so funny. And then they turn and they see this girl stuffing lemons into her bathing suit. And the guy goes, hey, what the fuck? And they run over and they're like, hey, what do? And then it just becomes porn after that. So the video stops. But that is some of the funniest shit. And I love it. But obviously, like, showing a normal, normal porn video, just like cutting out the actual sex scenes, that's like, why would you even, like, why are you doing this on YouTube?
That shit is hilarious, though. There's a subreddit dedicated to that. It's just like, I think it's called, I don't know, it's not called porn scripts, but it's called like porn writing, or it's like porn without porn
like
or something like that.
I think
But it's so
porn
funny.
writing.
And like the funniest one is the bathtub one.
She runs in like lifeguard gear and she's like, hey, get out of the tub, there's a shark. And he's just, this fully naked dude jumps out of the tub. He's like, first of all, he's a grown-ass man. He's taking a bath.
Oh, yeah. That's the best line where he's like,
we're in a bathtub.
this isn't the beach. This is a bathtub.
It's so bad.
And she's like, no, there's a shark in the water. And he's like, what?
And then she turns, we should have sex.
Yeah, really.
What the? Yeah, no. I think it is r/porn writing. I've definitely seen posts on it. I think that's what it's called. That's so funny,
Dude,
to me.
this is a great segue.
This is a great.
So Pokemon.
So yeah. I was gonna say our next story is nothing like what we've been talking about. Anyway, yeah. So Ninja's leaving Twitch. That's a big deal. To some more than others.
Gardevoir's hot.
Focus.
No, we don't need that audience.
No,
Walter.
no, I don't
We
want
don't need that audience.
If you think Gardevoir's hot,
Hey.
let me know in the comments so I can block you.
Well, I guess I have to leave the
You're out. You're out of the show, Shane. You're done. All right, hold on a second here. There we go.
Galar forms.
So yeah,
Forms.
we've got some cool Pokemon shit we wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about last week, but we decided we'd wait for our Poke Boy Walter to come back to the show.
Nice.
So, as the story goes, new Sword and Shield trailers have dropped. We've got, I think it was just like a general announcement. Sorry, oh god, I was like about to hiccup.
Y'all dying over there?
Yeah, a little bit.
This man's dying.
So, I don't think it was a video by any means, but there was a post showing off a few forms. We had that on our Facebook page. So if you...
dude, there was a video.
There was a video about it?
Yeah, so
Hell
Pokemon released a trailer that was like a Galar region trailer.
Oh, they showed off the Galar region Pokemon.
And it was the Galar forms, and that's when they showed off new rivals and the new team that we'll get into in a little bit. And then they released one literally 10 hours before recording this. So it will be on
the
August 16th.
Yeah.
They just released one that's about like new items and Dynamaxing and some new moves that they're introducing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a busy week for Pokemon. A busy 2 weeks for Pokemon in general.
They're doing really good because they're just keeping like the steady like drip of information going where every single
coming
week.
soon.
What? Oh. Did you have to phrase it as steady drip of information? That's so gross.
Yeah, dude, it's steady.
It's steady
dripping.
No.
They still haven't announced any of the even like the second evolutions for the starters.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. No, they always do that. I don't think. Do they ever announce, or did they for the last few games?
No, they show it off before the game comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember now. For Sun and Moon, I'm pretty sure they did. Like right before it came out. I could be wrong, mind you, but I'm pretty sure I remember an announcement about that. So, if y'all are bigger Pokemon fans than us and you know for sure, then you let me know in the comments. You let me angrily know in the comments.
They have to. There's no way the internet would let it go by without knowing exactly what the starters, like final evolutions are, because you don't want to invest in a starter if you see the final evolution. You're like, fuck
but
that
the day
Pokemon.
The game comes out, though, like give it an hour and the pictures are all over the internet. Like someone will figure out a way to like hack the game files and post what they look like.
I guarantee you that they're gonna. They'll probably do it like, you know how every game has like the official gameplay trailer and then the official launch trailer? They might do it with the launch trailer.
That's true. And then wrap up like the last trailer before it drops with like 2 Dynamax versions of the final forms, like about to duke it out.
So ugly. I hate Dynamax.
It's literally just the same Pokemon but bigger. So what do you... you were talking about that before.
They have special moves when they're in Dynamax mode.
Walter... We were talking about it earlier, and Walter keeps saying, since we got here, he's been saying, "Fuck Dynamax." He's like not into it.
The thing I hate about it is because they wanted to get rid of Mega Evolutions. And Z moves, so that they can have Dynamax in there.
Which one did you like more? I'm curious.
Mega.
You like Mega more?
Evolutions.
I think I like Mega.
Yeah.
More, to be honest too. Mind you,
I like Z moves more.
Yeah, well, get out. Mind you, I can totally understand from a budget perspective why Z moves would be better, because it's special effects animation, which is a little different.
But they had both in Sun and Moon.
But shit, you're right.
Dude, Awake Snorlax is great.
Exactly.
What?
Snorlax's Z move is like he wakes up and he just like runs towards the opposing Pokemon.
You've never seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
You see Snorlax's eyes open up.
No.
And then he just barrels towards
I can't believe you've never seen that.
the Pokemon.
That's amazing.
How have I seen that? I haven't even played it.
Dude, I beat Sun and Moon and then I stopped playing it. That's just how I've been with the last
Snorlax Z move.
Are we looking at that?
Pulverizing Pancake, that's what it's called.
What? I can't believe you've never seen
That's so goofy sounding. But I mean, I'm into it. Let's do it. Oh, hey, commercial for Stadia.
Oh
my god.
I was never involved in the latest one, so Mega Evolutions and Z moves are completely new to me. I only caught them when I watched you guys play.
I'm gonna let you borrow my 3DS so you can play.
No. I really, really want to go into Sword and Shield as that being my newest Pokemon game in a long time. You're going to get Dan's hardcore reaction.
What? He's
to this
on
move
top
right
of
now.
Snorlax? Yeah, live react. He's standing on his belly. I love it.
This is
the
great.
player character.
Right here.
Oh my god!
Yo, how anime is that?
Sorry, I crossed.
I'm just like, fuck.
Magikarp,
done.
Straight Dunyan rings. That's so funny.
Okay,
can we make that like the thumbnail on for the YouTube version of the podcast? Or fuck, I want to make like we've been talking a lot about like ways to optimize, I guess, the show and like how to improve it.
Fucking Digimon?
No, yes. I can't remember the name of it. Sol Galeo?
Yeah.
But that's not Sol Galeo though.
It's like it's part of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Whoa!
He turns
Holy
into this-
shit! A fusion of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
That looks insane. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know.
Pretty cool.
Sol Galeo I really liked, but that alternate version does totally look like not a champion level Digimon, but Ultra. Was it Ultra and then Mega? I can't remember. I miss you, Digimon. I haven't played Digimon in forever.
Dude, just don't buy Sword and Shield. Get Digimon Survive or whatever the new one is.
True.
That's what everyone's trying to say. Just because of
yeah.
a tail whip animation, which I don't understand.
Okay. No, so
dude, you're gonna get Dan on this animation rant. Trust me, man. I've heard.
You guys did it last week, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we did it when we first talked about it.
Yeah, I know I brought this up to. I'm pretty sure I brought it up to the show itself, but I know I've mentioned it to Shane outside of the show. Okay, my go-to example is the Wingull. The seagull Pokemon. You know how it's always got its wings open? Like it's just always flying?
It's always floating.
Okay, my issue is not necessarily with battle animations, because that's fine. But when the player character is walking around and you can now see Pokemon in the real world walking around with you when you're in the wild and stuff, Wingull literally just like on a dime, without rotating at all, just boop, changes direction. And I wish there was a way to visualize that for you guys, but there really isn't.
It was just like picture someone going straight and then immediately going left.
So like
hold on.
Roadhouse.
No, imagine like a plane, how a plane dips and turns when it actually turns.
I see that.
But Wingull doesn't do that. And some guy was like, okay, I'm not going to even animate Wingull at all, like flapping, because that's fine, because he does it. The Pokemon itself doesn't do that, so that's fine. All he did was tilt it, and I was like, see, like that's just that feels more natural. And it's like little shit like that a lot of people are saying, like, really, they couldn't spend like 2 minutes just getting someone to code in when Wingull turns, have him tilt a little.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
Almost. No.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna slap you right now if you're not gonna buy the game just because of that.
It could also just be alpha footage.
It very well could. Yeah. I'm still hopeful for that, and that's why it doesn't really bother me. When I get the game, if I don't see that, I'm not gonna stop playing it because of it. No, but it will kind of bug me a little bit. It just breaks the immersion a little bit.
Fuck
you know what I mean?
Who wants Wingull under 2
No,
minutes?
I mean, you're right, but
I think it's just kind of people who are like, well, if they fucking skimped out on this, what else are they going to skimp out on?
I guess so.
Except for Pikachu. They put their whole budget into animating Pikachu.
No, they have new Pikachu now.
Oh,
I don't remember its name.
It's Hangry and whatever.
Pocket.
It's got full belly mode and hangry mode.
Yeah, hangry mode. I love it. Yeah, that was one of the new Pokemon that they've shown off too, which I love. It's got its hands in its pockets. I think it's like Morpeko.
Yeah,
Morpeko. I'll go with that.
It's got like a play on a part of Pikachu's name in the name for it.
Yeah. And he's got like snacks in his pockets mode, basically. Pocket mode, where he's got his little hands in his pouch, I guess, his like belly pouch. And he's full, but it's because he's like snacking on shit. And then when he runs out of snacks, he enters hangry mode. Actually called hangry mode. I love it. Where he becomes purple and pissed off, and it's so cute. I'm so down.
Speaking of Morpeko, because they released the new abilities.
That was the other trailer.
That was the trailer that literally came out.
That dropped
like 10 hours ago.
Yeah, 10 hours ago they dropped another trailer about like certain Pokemon's battle abilities and a bunch of new items, like held items and stuff.
Yeah, what is this? They're talking about Aura Wheel on Morpeko's.
They showed that off. Ability. It was like a little electric hamster wheel that it ran in, and then it shot over to the opposing Pokemon. It was,
that's cute.
One of its moves, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it says the ability description says changes Morpeko's form, changes Morpeko's Aura Wheel attack from electric to dark type.
So it's a complete type switch when he switches his modes.
So it's pretty much.
It's like
protein for Morpeko.
Basically, yeah. No, he's electric something, and then he changes to
Dark.
I think.
Yeah, it says
Purple, so maybe
electric to
poison.
dark.
Yeah, electric to dark. And then isn't he like normal as well though?
Is he?
So he's probably just electric normal and then switch to dark normal?
Something like that. Yeah. I might not be 100% accurate, but it's something to that effect. So,
man, why does everybody gotta have like a double type?
I mean, I don't know.
More competitive, like.
Yeah, it makes for more intricate strategy building. I guess.
Did they add double types to like the first 2 gens?
No.
No.
But sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charizard.
Not as much.
Charizard got
fire
flying.
I think in
Fucking
red.
Charizard.
I think red is only like.
He's just fire.
He's just fire.
Yeah.
Like in red, he's just fire.
I mean, you got to figure he's a starter in those games, right? If they gave him double typing but no one else, that'd be shit.
Yeah.
That would suck.
That's why Charizard sucks.
Listen. Yeah, Shane doesn't like Charizard. At SuperOdd on Instagram, send him all of your favorite Charizard. No, just send him pictures of Charizard. It's the same thing as sending him hate messages. Send him all of your favorite fan art of Charizard, being like a muscly dude though. Good luck, Shane.
Why do you gotta ruin muscly men with a Charizard?
Good luck.
Oh god.
Good luck, bud.
You want to see something cool?
No. Yeah, I mean.
I don't know.
Speaking of muscly
in
men.
the middle of a podcast.
Speaking of muscly men, he says.
Oh, I know what he's pulling out.
What is?
I got Walter. So Walter's birthday was last week, and I got him a birthday card that on the front of it it's just 2 bare like men's asses.
Why?
Oh, because he got me a birthday card that was like 6 topless, like ripped dudes. So I was like, I have to one up. I have to one up.
That's so good. Now it's just gonna be like really shitty, like printed out picture of the internet of just a dick on an X card.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Speaking of dicks, smokestack wheezing, dude.
Yes. Okay. I love him.
I've heard it all. I've heard people say he looks like a dick. I've heard my favorite is that he looks like a bong.
Yes.
Nah, dude, he looks like fucking Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. That's pretty good too. Sorry, a BONG, just to make sure people didn't think I said bomb. La Bomba.
I mean, he could look like a bomb.
He could.
I mean, OG Wheezing looks more like a bomb.
I was gonna say OG Wheezing is a little more bomb-esque.
So is it just wheezing? Does coughing have a Galar form?
Wait a minute.
I'm checking.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine. Like it's got to evolve from something,
I'm
right?
just wondering why they didn't show that off.
Wheezing. Hold on, I'm frantically like.
I think the only other Galar form they showed off was Zigzagoon. What's the second evolution of Zigzagoon? Linoon, and then they showed off a third one. They showed off Gene Simmons.
That's his newest evolution.
So that's a completely new evolution.
It's a completely new evolution.
Yes.
So it's just Gene Simmons from Kiss.
He was
pretty much
pretty much an HM bitch for the
True.
What game? What
region is it? Zigzagoon was way long ago.
Yeah.
But Zigzagoon, when Zigzagoon was first introduced, it didn't have any evolutions, didn't it?
No, it was Zigzagoon and Linoon.
Yeah. It had an evolution right off the bat? Oh, shit. Never mind.
What the hell is
pretty much just
Zigzagoon's second gen, isn't
it? Fuck. I can't. Like, that's the only thing I can't do with...
Because if I know Zigzagoon, that means it's got to be like second or third generation.
That's true. That's a very good point.
That shit ain't new.
Zigzagoon, Galarian, sure. Hold on a second. I'm on it.
It only shows for wheezing. It only shows.
There he is.
I wonder if they're just gonna hold off on that.
Yeah.
There he
coughing.
is.
I haven't seen coughing yet.
Found Zigzagoon. Or sorry, I found Gene Simmons.
Well, wheezing is the pre-evolution.
Obstagoon.
Right? That's the second.
Hey, guys, it's Obstagoon.
That's
Obstagoon.
Yeah, look at him. Like,
yes, dude, it's just Gene Simmons.
It's so good. Yeah,
so does wheezing come after coughing?
A lot of
yes.
I thought there was one with 3 of them.
No.
A lot of the times I see these like alternate forms of old Pokemon. I'm like, that looks stupid. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Wheezing, I was like, okay, he looks kind of silly. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind the Galar forms. They just look more punk, right? Like, and no, now
black and white.
Yeah, so I was gonna say it's ironic that I say that because black and white has some of my least favorite Pokemon in general.
Same here.
Because the color palette is garbanzo beans. Yeah, it's black and white.
Depression.
Yeah, like damn.
Pokemon depression.
Yeah.
Do you want Pokemon anxiety or Pokemon depression? Pick your version.
Pick your poison. Yeah, no, it's like, well, because they always theme the Pokemon off like the region, you know. Like this is supposed to be England, Ireland.
It makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
But I fucking hate it.
Yeah, black and white was supposed to be a very urban setting, and so the Pokemon, just like a real world pigeon, became gray to blend in with the city. That's some real world, evolution for you.
That's dumb.
Listen. I'm not saying I.
Is that when they fucking came up with like the keychain Pokemon?
That's X and Y.
That's X and Y.
Oh, I was gonna say that's some city shit.
That's the one that takes place in
Paris.
Pokemon
Paris.
Poke Paris, yeah.
What was the? Is it Arcs? No.
What?
For black and white, is that Arceus? And
no, that is
Kyurem.
No wait.
It's Reshiram and
Zekrom.
Yeah, we got it. Whew.
Never mind.
Oh boy.
I just assumed Arceus because Arceus has like a black and white color palette with some gold.
With some gold.
With some gold.
Arceus, yeah. Arceus is supposed to be like the god of the Pokemon universe.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I love the fact that you can catch it in something worth like $100 or 100 Pokemon money in the game. You can catch it with a Pokeball if you really try hard enough. That makes me laugh every time I think about that. I'm like, wow, what even is a god? So we have other talking points as far as Sword and Shield news and whatnot. The Galar forms are obviously a big one.
I love Weezing.
Weezing, yeah.
He's gonna be on my team.
You mean Doug Dibendo?
I really feel like they're just gonna have a slow drip of Galar forms. Because they've only really shown off 2.
Well, how many on Lowland
what?
forms?
No, they haven't. What are you talking about? Oh, like...
Well, Zigzagoon doesn't count because I just count that all as 1.
I guess. Yeah, no, okay. I kind of
because they're all the same.
They're
the same aesthetic or the same design, just carried over through different evolutions.
Yeah.
You think it'll be a lot?
Alolan had like 7, didn't it?
Yeah, it had
Vulpix.
Ninetales.
Oh
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta look that up.
Ninetales, Dugtrio, Raichu. Executor, yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many Alolan Pokemon are there?
It switched something.
18.
18.
Holy! Wait, does that count evolutions?
Oh
yes. Yeah, they changed Sandslash to Ice.
Sandslash, Ninetales, Raticate, Slimer, and Muck.
Did they just become like
Diglett?
They became like rainbow color.
Yeah,
Muck is like radioactive waste now, and I think that's metal as hell and very like save the planet boys and girls. Diglett has hair, which is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
That's great.
Funny. It throws me off every time. Alolan Raichu is
cool.
Just surfs on its tail, which is baller.
I love it. People were like, "They look stupid." You're all wrong.
It's a callback to Puka. You know Puka from the Pikachu movie, I think. It was the blind surfer. It was Raichu.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to look up Puka.
Yeah.
Pokemon Puka.
It was one of the movies. I'm not sure which one it was, but they visit.
How's it spelled? Do you think?
Puka, I think, or yeah.
I'll try it.
Puka and then put Pikachu, I think.
I'm excited.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Blue eyes because he's and Raichu.
He's in the games as well.
Oh, that's so cute. That makes me so. Oh, he really is. Yeah, because he's got the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Does that mean Alolan Raichu's blind?
No.
Listen, I'm just saying. It's like literally.
Show Shane.
Oh yeah, here.
I don't know if you guys remember.
The surfing Pikachu has evolved. That's so cute.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, what a cool callback. I love Alolan Raichu even more now. I didn't know that was possible.
I really liked the Alolan designs because I don't know why, but I kept up with like all the Pokemon stuff that was going on with the last one because I was interested. But now it's going to be the first time I can own one.
Yo, Alolan Marowak.
Oh yeah, he was
fucking
awesome.
rad.
Fire Ghost.
Show me.
Fire Ghost. Instead of
that's
ground.
dope.
Yeah, right? He's a fire dancer.
Oh, they
Or
changed
she
the
now.
Geodude evolutions too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It's electric rock, so it's fucking broken.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, everyone's favorite executor being the
and Meowth.
pineapple. Yeah, Meowth.
Yeah, so sorry.
What's Meowth's evolution called?
Persian.
Persian, yeah.
That's what it is.
They both look sassy as hell. I love it. But no, Marowak is sick.
Awesome.
You know, actually, the scorch mark on the head.
Yeah.
I think it says it in the Pokedex. I'm not sure, but apparently the scorch mark on the head of the Marowak, a Lowland Marowak, is supposed to be because it creates a lot of friction for the bone to like light it on fire by just like scraping it on its skull thing.
So here's an
Really
interesting
cool.
point.
Yeah.
Cubone doesn't have an Alolan form, but Marowak does. So coughing may not, but wheezing will.
Good point.
They might just spawn in higher level areas then.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's kind of weird to think about. I don't know. I always like to compare Pokemon to real world animals and how that would work. And every now and then I hit an instance like this where it's just like, shit, I got nothing.
Yeah, wheezing wouldn't fucking exist. It's just pollution.
We have other Sword and Shield news from the trailers. Like Team Yell, the silliest rival team to date.
Team that.
What?
It's just team that.
Team Yeah. I don't know. I think like Yell, really? They couldn't come up with anything better.
So fill me in on this. They revealed the character Marnie, who's like Team Yell follows her, and she's a punk rock girl, and they're all fans of her.
Are you serious? That's the whole idea behind it. They're just fanboys?
They like idolize her because the girls hold up a poster of Marnie.
Wow.
The girl members of Team Yell.
Yeah.
And then the fucking dude members of Team Yell are just
some big boys.
To use Galar region terminology, they some real blokes.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's a really silly name for the rival team, but I don't know.
Well, it's because
whatever.
They're made after punk rock.
No, I get that, but like do something more akin to punk, like Yell. What the hell's that?
Shit, man. I don't know.
We just yell Marnie's name because we love her.
They also have like vuvuzelas with spikes on them.
Okay, I take it all back. That's actually rad. What was the?
The question I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
because they showed off Marnie. Is there always like a rival from that team?
No. It's typically you have a rival as a trainer, who wants to be Pokemon Master as well, and then the rival team's totally different. So Marnie's kind of an interesting character in that case.
Do they have? I don't know if Marnie is the head of Team Yell or not, because they're idolizing her.
Yeah.
But is there typically like a boss trainer then?
Yes.
That's associated with like Rocket or Magma or whatever.
Always.
Yeah. How Rocket had Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they could have just. I feel like they didn't need to rename the teams. Like I like Team Aqua and Magma because they're competing against each other.
Awesome.
That's a really cool dynamic. That's different, so that's fine. But like, man, they could have just had Team Rocket be in like every region. I wouldn't have cared. To me, they're just like, yeah, you're just this region's Team Rocket. Like, I get it. I'll kick your ass.
That's essentially what they're doing by renaming it. They're just like, oh, this is the British version of what they deal with in Kanto or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's just Galar's Team Rocket, but it makes sense that they go under a different name, like a different form of rebellion or a different organization.
Yeah, they have different.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I at a certain point, like I can't even remember all of them. I know Plasma is one of them. I know
Black and White's Plasma, I think.
Bro, the best one.
Yeah.
Team Skull.
No, wait a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is Black and White. Black and White, and then Team Skull is
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon. I kind of like Oh, Team Skull.
We should do that for Anime North.
Yes. A while ago, we all talked about like doing we'd all be individual members of Team Skull, and we just walk around doing the gangster rap shit that they do. Because when they walk, their walk animation is them going like, I can't even. This is why we need a camera.
Like what you think like.
Yeah, they're just like moving their arms around like they're rapping while they walk.
The epitome of the whitest person trying to be a gangster.
Yeah, a gang star.
A gang star.
Yeah, they're trying. They out there trying. No, yeah, that shit's hilarious to me. So we need to do that. That'd be so good. But anyway, so I guess the only other thing kind of interesting to bring up briefly was that there's a new ranked game mode in Sword and Shield that they've announced where there's tiers, and it's like beginner, Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and then Master Ball.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that I remember that. We brought that up like once briefly.
Yeah.
And that's for like competitive game modes and whatnot. So that'll be really cool. If I can make it to Pokeball, I'll feel good about myself. But that's about it.
I'm gonna be stuck at beginner.
Nah, you say that, but like you were saying, you're really interested in like the team building and the learning the competitive.
Oh, dude, I could be interested in it. I could still be ass at it.
That's fair. That's fair. Especially
I could be
like
straight ass.
Especially in the beginning, a lot of people are going to be really into it, and early adopters of the competitive mode are going to really flood the scene. But eventually, there may be a spot for me in Pokemon level, in Pokeball level.
It's pretty hard to actually build a team that you want, especially if you want
you have to get into
abilities,
EVs and IVs and stuff
IVs,
too. Yeah,
especially so
and
you have to be breeding in that.
Yeah, and Shane doesn't even know about some of that stuff.
So you would need. I don't know if
evolutions.
No, no. EVs and IVs are personality traits for the Pokemon.
Oh shit! No, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, bold. Jumpy. I don't know. There's a bunch of different.
Are they just passive effects?
They kind of. Yeah, they affect your stats of your Pokemon. So
yeah, bold has like higher attack, let's say, but lower defense.
Yeah.
Or lower special defense or something.
So they're trade-offs.
Right?
Yeah, and you'll see it because it's like kind of. I've always. When I actually did notice it for the first time, I went back to Leaf Green and I was like, holy shit, it's been in this game too. It's been in like since the first one.
Yeah.
You'll see red for the boon, like the boost, and I think it's blue is like the, maybe I have that flipped.
Wait.
Like it'll be like red 58 instead of like 60, I think, because it's like lowered, and then
It'll
blue
just
will
say
be like a little higher.
Thing is.
Yeah.
Adamant.
Yeah, but it won't say it's like, it won't track it and show you that it's like up by 2.
You
know what I mean?
To see, like, you have to look it up, like what it does for your.
And there's a lot of guides for people building like competitive teams for like.
You also have to find like specific people around the region to get like the ability one, because some Pokemon don't level up with that ability. Like some of them you have to learn it.
Yeah.
Through like TM or HMs.
That's true too. Yeah. I don't know. I've never gotten into the competitive scene. I love Pokemon, sure, but it's holy crap. Yeah. The amount of time you have to put into building a really good team is nuts.
You also need a Ditto.
True.
To get perfect IVs.
Yeah. So you can breed on the regs, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so last but certainly not least, we're going to move on from our news segment. We're going to transition into our more personal talk show segment of the show. And we're going to start off, of course, with a burning question.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
What?
You want to give a little break? You want to give them shout-outs? Some Facebook page shout-outs?
Yes. So, as part of like kind of, I guess, the housekeeping for the show that I had to do at the beginning, I was talking about, we already mentioned Roberto. Again, thank you so much, Roberto, for supporting the show. Your contributions are super, super appreciated, and we love you. So as I mentioned earlier, we recently hit 100 followers on our Facebook page, and that's really exciting stuff. We did a whole little post about it. A big thank you post went out earlier this week about that. So again, thank you guys so much. We made it. It feels good. I know it's a small stepping stone, but it's the first. The first step is. It often feels like the biggest. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's starting to give us a little bit more of that kind of credibility, I guess, if you will, that our show's going places. It's doing well. So I wanted to give a personal shout out. First names only, because I don't want to give away people's full names and whatnot, obviously, unless they're like a Patreon supporter if we ever ended up doing that stuff, which we'd like to at some point, because that's different. You have a username for that. Yeah, I wanted to give a big ol' shout out to a few of the people who followed us right around the time we hit 100. One of the most interesting names right out of the gate. Thank you, Kidi. Yes, it's Kidi.
Kitty?
I was like, Kidi? I'm going to go with Kidi. Thank you, Kidi, Tonya, Devin, Justin, Tinashe,
Nailed it.
Tanash.
Nailed it.
I butchered that. I'm sorry.
I want to see this name.
Let's see.
And Laura.
Tanash.
Tanash?
Or Tanashi.
It could be Tanashi. I don't know. It's like Tinashe. I don't know. If you, listen, Tanashi, if you're listening,
Tanashi.
let us know. I want to know how to pronounce your name so that I know, because I love learning stuff like that. That's just like really interesting to me. Names, interesting names of different cultures. So thank you again to Kitty, Tonya, Devin, Tanashi, Laura, and Brennan. Thank you guys so much for following us on Facebook. If you want to possibly get a personal shout out, you can go ahead and follow us on Facebook if you haven't done so already. We really appreciate it and helps us immensely. Alternatively, if you do want to help the show out, but you're often busy, you don't have the time to sit down and watch the show, you could either, obviously you could either share the episode itself and just like give us a shout out that way. That'd be awesome. But even on a much smaller scale, if you want to help the show in a quick and easy way, if you can't actually sit down to give us a listen, go ahead and give us a rating. Good old crisp 5 stars if you're feeling so inclined, on our Facebook page, and even on, I believe, Anchor allows you to rate the shows too and give them ratings. So that helps us out a ton as well. So we really appreciate all the like recommendeds that we've already gotten, like the 5-star ratings and whatnot from people we know. So we greatly appreciate it, and thank you to everyone we mentioned. So yeah, we feel good. 10 episodes in, and I think the show's doing really well. So, but anyway, on to the burning question. All right, now we've been talking about Pokemon a lot today, and Pokemon, as you guys know, is a game series and show that's been around since literally like the year we were born. I think the game may have come out a little earlier. The show came out the year we were born. That much I know for sure. So Ash is 33.
10.
Listen. Are you looking it up now? First release.
I feel like I would count for Ash. I would count each day or each episode to be a day, maybe.
Yeah, there's some episodes
like
where they do like a couple days pass over the span of it, and that's part of like the story. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Wait.
98.
Released Pokemon in the United States. Yes. The original release date for the game was 96, I think. And I think that's for the show. I think the game... Wait, that doesn't make any sense. In Japan. Yeah, take a look. Let's see. Come on, Wi-Fi.
96.
96.
Yeah. So, that came out the year that, like, I think pretty much all 3 of us were born. Mm-hmm. I think because Braydon's a little younger than us, right?
1 year younger.
Yeah. Pokemon has been around for some time. It's literally been with us, like, the latter half of our lives, like, the longer half of our lives. And every now and then, there comes a point in time where I know I ask myself this: when the hell's this shit gonna die? And I thought for sure some of the animation issues people have been having, like, I was like, oh my god, is this it? Is this the end of a beloved franchise?
Nah.
So, no, I'm sure it'll be fine. But that did get us thinking: what is a game series that has run its course? In other words, what's a game series that's been overdone and just needs to die? Or at least it would be okay if it died. Now, they know my answer, so I'm a wait. But I'm curious to know.
Do I?
Yeah, of course you do.
I don't know. I probably.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, there you go. What do you guys think?
Did God of War die?
No, well, it did, but it came back.
No, I mean like.
I
mean like after the newest one.
No. Defibrillator.
No,
It's
there's
still
gonna
going?
be 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna be
It's
one more
like a new
trilogy.
trilogy essentially.
Yeah. They did a trilogy and a couple others, and then they stopped for some time, right?
There's 7.
There's 7. But, mind you, they come out so irregularly. Like, the last game to this one was, like, how many years? I don't even know.
I'm not too sure.
I know my answer. Hold on. Nope. Okay, the seat will not go any lower. I know my answer is a game that comes out like basically once a year.
Oh, okay. No, never mind.
Yeah, you got it now. So that's a little different. That's been overdone. I might as well just say it. For me personally, I think Call of Duty has kind of run its course. Like, they used to do Call of Duty games, and they were about wars. Like, they were about
real wars.
The Vietnam War. They were about
Cold War.
The Cold War, yeah.
World War I, World War II.
Right. When they did Modern Warfare, that was a great way to shake things up. Sure, they were able to use a lot of like modern tech and modern weaponry and stuff like that. That's fine, But what by Black Ops? I bought Black Ops, and I've mentioned it on the show before. It's the only Call of Duty game that I own because Lord knows it really hasn't changed that much. Now, with a few exceptions to like some of the most recent ones, I could buy a Call of Duty game once every like 5 years, if that. And if I waited 5 years in between each of them, then I could probably notice a big difference between them. But yeah, I got Black Ops, and I'm like, great, I got Call of Duty. Yeah, I play Call of Duty, sure. It's like 10 years old. So for me, yeah, that's a game series that's definitely run its course for me. Once they got to Modern Warfare and then started going into like Future Warfare, or like Advanced Warfare or whatever, I was like, okay, aren't we kind of forgetting about what this series was built on at this point? So, I don't know. They need to do Modern Warfare, Prehistoric Warfare, and just throw spears at each other.
Hey, man.
They could probably make that fun.
Maybe.
They got a good team.
Maybe.
And credits, I'll give credit where it's due. Like, the writers and, like, the game developers behind these games are insanely talented. And they have to be. Because when you make a new game once every, like, other year, or almost every other year, you gotta be good at it, because, Lord. So, that's my answer. I think Call of Duty's been overdone. I think if it died, I wouldn't be super upset. But what do you guys think?
I don't know. I would say they just need to scrap, like, for sports games. I think they just need to scrap that.
That's a good
I think
point.
they should just, like, because you know how CSGO, they don't have to keep, like those kind of games, like Fortnite, CSGO.
Yeah.
They don't have to keep making new games every time, right?
That's true.
They just kind of have a season.
They have seasons they release stuff. I think that's what they should be doing for sports games.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
I was thinking, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what should I say for this?
Yeah. Well, it's funny, too, because, like, in the last episode, we were talking about the possibilities of me playing FIFA. And Braydon was, like, talking to us about, like, why he likes FIFA and sports games in general. And listen, and I said it last week, I'll say it again, I'm never going to bash somebody for liking something. Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I see the merits. I see why people like sports games. It's just not my jam. Because for me, it's like, there's the team building aspect that he got into, and I was like, that's great. I don't know these people, though. I don't know these players. So for me, if I want to get to know them and eventually play a FIFA game, I got to go watch a season of soccer first, So I don't know. So that's just me. But I'm interested to hear you elaborate. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think they should pretty much, because it doesn't make sense to release a FIFA game every day or every year, like a sports game every year.
Yeah.
And then just having adding one thing and then ranking up, because I think
Yeah.
I don't know much
Or like,
about
well, I think
sports games.
I think part of it is that they'll do like, you know, this team bought this player and that team traded these two players. So
yeah,
it's like
you lose everything after 1 year.
Yeah. What was
lose your ranks.
I
don't know how it works.
So, I think, well, other than the fact that every single year they sell like gangbusters, like they just kill it with sales by releasing. I mean, they make new game mode updates, they make new mechanic updates.
Yeah, but they can do that in one game.
The big thing, no, absolutely, they can do that through patches. They can do that through updates. The big thing is essentially like a roster change, because players retire, players become legendary players. Players will become like they'll move from, say, Toronto to Boston. That's completely mythical trade.
Sure.
That would completely fuck up the whole thing.
Yeah, and then there's certain players that will be like, say if a player is an 86 score, but in the year that follows that they drop in statistics.
Yeah.
Then they'll go down to like a 74 card. So players will the player values change so much.
Yeah.
I guess that could work because in like League of Legends, they buff and nerf. Could that work that way?
Sure.
I mean it could. Like, but they would just have. So what it comes down to is that there's a game mode. I'm just going to use NHL as an example because it's the one that I have the most exposure with. Is that you have an ultimate team. Your ultimate team will consist of players that you get randomized through packs, and you want to get the top rated players. And if they were to release a patch and they're like, all right, here's season or year 2020. Here's all the new statistics. Your ultimate team would be fucked. Because if a player dropped a lot in statistics, or they got injured so they weren't able to play, and then their statistics dropped because of that. So and do they have okay, so I'm going to use Ultimate Alliance, the game that I've been playing still. So would they do an update where all of a sudden Miles Morales is way worse than he used to be? So now I don't want to have him in my team because he's Garbo. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's rough.
Except for you would invest
a lot of time into... do they level up and then all of a sudden it doesn't matter because they're still kind of shit now? It comes down to you spend a lot of time trying to grind for those packs and get those specific characters to have a good lineup. Yeah. Because in Ultimate Team, it doesn't matter what team your player is on. Yeah. One could be from Edmonton, the other one could be from Minnesota, and you can have one from Toronto, and you can have one from wherever. And I know Braydon brought up that certain players will play better if they're on teams with other members of their actual original team. Italian soccer player plays better with other Italian soccer players. This is also going off of I haven't actually played an NHL game in 5 years, and I have a lot of secondhand knowledge from both my brothers who avidly play NHL, FIFA, Madden, all those games. Your brothers love Madden and NHL and all that. So is that your thing?
I think
the 2K so. Games? No, I agree. I think they could get away with doing just the next year's season, you know?
Fucking 5094.
They don't need to re-release.
It won't stop, but it needs to die.
Yeah, thank you. There we go. That's Walter's answer. I like that answer. I like that almost better than mine. Only because I don't think they need to re-release the game. I think they could obviously.
They don't need to.
Honestly, they could do it every 5 years. Tech improvements, better engine, better graphics. There you go.
Because with Call of Duty, obviously, it's pretty much the same every year, but you can take it a different route. I guess. I don't know.
It's visually speaking, Call of Duty games don't look different enough in between until you do 5 games apart. Then Black Ops looks like doggy doo-doo compared to the newest one. Sure. But I mean, they're effectively still the same game. Yeah.
I think Call of Duty would benefit a lot from doing content updates. But it's also, again, it just comes down to Call of Duty fucking rakes in money.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's what it ultimately boils down to, is these games haven't died yet because they bring in the money.
And if they were to do these content updates instead of, because they currently release map packs that sometimes have a new weapon in them, sometimes don't, but they usually have a secondary game mode along with 5 new maps. And instead of doing, like, releasing a game every year, there's no way that they could do these updates with a paid price.
Yeah.
Like, that would just be, like, robbery.
I mean, it's already highway robbery.
Yeah.
Let's be real. What, like, how often do they come out with a Call of Duty game where, actually, sorry, bad example, because you guys are always like, but Dan, but they added the mech suit.
Call of Duty's a weird one. Call of Duty's a really weird one because they're working with, at one point, 3 different publishers, essentially.
Yeah.
And each of them were making their own games. So there's Black Ops 4, but Black Ops got released every 2 years, and then for a little bit every 3 years.
Yeah.
So Black Ops, realistically, the first one was in, like, 2009.
That's weird. That's so weird to think about. Holy shit.
Probably not that far back. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'll look it up now. But, like, okay, so what's your series that needs to, or game series that needs to be taken out back like old Sparky?
Okay.
Sorry.
My personal answer is my favorite game, and Gears of War. Just kill that shit. It's done. You don't need any more of it. We're good.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Because they're straying too far now. They're like, we need more new things, and like, you're good. You're good at the first 3.
More new.
Like, dude, I love Gears of War. I was happy that they had like a refurbished one to play. But at the same time, I played the story, and I was like, the story's not bad. It's not poorly written. But I was like, I was done with this universe. Like, I loved it. I was happy it was completed. Like, the story literally was completed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was about Marcus, right?
Yeah, it was
Marcus Phoenix. And then it was not. And wasn't it about, like, his daughter? Or is it about his daughter now?
No. He has a son, and his son was the main character of the first game. Or the first of the new trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Like, so 4.
Yeah.
And then a side character from 4 is now the main character of 5.
Yeah.
So it's weird, and they're also like, we defeated the villains, like the opposing force in 3, but now there's a different version of them in 4.
Yeah, see that kind of shit. Like when they introduced the
it was just like here's pretty much the Locust, but they just look different and have crystals on them now.
In Halo, wasn't it like it was the
Flood?
No, well, the Flood 2, that was another one, but they introduced that in 2, and they carried them over into 3, and they kept them around for a little bit. No, wasn't
you're
like
talking
the Revenant,
about the weird technology-looking creatures that they just created.
I think they're called Revenant. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm probably wrong. That's okay.
Boring. That's what they were.
They were far less... Like, grunts are fun. Like, yeah, I've been killing grunts for the last, 5 games, but they're still fun. You know, they're iconic. They're Halo.
They can't do anything else with that world.
Gears of War?
Yeah.
Oh no, they definitely could. It's just like I don't like they're not. It's the way that they've done it. It makes sense still. It's still canon and it makes sense. But I'm just kind of like I was good. It was my favorite franchise. I was happy with it, and I'm honestly scared to see where they go in terms of story.
It's like when we go get sushi. And I keep ordering food, and you guys are like, "No, we're good."
Yeah. So that's my personal opinion, but one that I really want to see get the axe is Far Cry.
Oh yeah.
I want Far Cry to be done.
Damn. Okay.
Dude. Okay. One.
I didn't think you'd have this much to contribute to this one.
One was pretty good. 1 was pretty good. 2 was like a huge improvement on 1. Yeah. 3 was great.
3 was awesome. I actually love 3.
They fucking hit us with like, was it
Primal.
Was it Primal?
I think it was Primal first, yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure.
I forget if it was 4 or Primal, but one of them was just like, they're just like, let's just fucking reskin the map. Literally the exact same map.
Primal.
Primal was the exact same map, and they're just like, but it's prehistoric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just started making it every year, and the last one was interesting. It still was not enough to like.
5 is in Montana, something like that.
I don't play Far Cry.
It's like you're dealing with a southern cult essentially.
Yeah.
And it was like jumping from 3 to 5 feels good.
Yeah.
Jumping from 3 to 4 to Primal does not feel good.
I've heard 4 was like meh as hell.
Now they have this one called New Dawn, and it's just exactly. It came out like a year after 5, and no one gives a shit about it because it's like they're just releasing them every single year now.
Do you know what I just realized? Like none of us were even close to mentioning. I mean, obviously, like we've been talking about Pokemon, but I think Pokemon does do enough to keep releasing new ones, and for it to not feel like, like it doesn't need to die. They're constantly creating like full like new maps and new creatures for new generations of kids that want to get into Pokemon to love. So I think that's fine, but we didn't actually surprisingly touch on any Nintendo IPs, which I think is hilarious because they have been around longer than literally any other series.
Oh, you want a fucking series to kill? Kill the new Super Mario series.
Really? Why?
Because it's done.
Thank you. All right, great.
Well, Mario Maker did kind of kill it.
Well,
and they just reinvented it and they're like, well, here, instead of just reselling the same game over and over
here's
again,
the ice level for this one.
We'll give you the ability to create them yourselves.
That's fair. Yeah, Mario Maker did kind of signal the end of their need to make.
Dude, it was like, here's new Super Mario Bros. For the DS, and here's new Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Oh, here's new Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe. Oh, here's new Super Mario Bros. Deluxe Switch. Here's new Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe Luigi Edition. Those are all literal games.
I really didn't think you'd have that much to contribute to this week's burning question. But you're right. You're definitely right.
And then they advertise the new one, and they're like, but Toadette can become Princess Peach now.
I'm curious to know, okay.
Give me your money.
Miyamoto's like... I'm curious to know how you feel in that case about the idea of them doing like... Because they did new Super Mario Brothers.
I'm going to be so cynical. Just hit me with
the
it.
Luigi version of it, right?
Yeah.
Which is actually the only version of it I played, ironically enough.
That's really good.
How do you feel?
No, I mean like the Luigi one is better than all of them.
Fair. The Year of Luigi, let's go.
But hold on. The fucking Luigi one, it just levels from the previous game.
Yeah.
Reskinned with Luigi, and they're like, it's a little bit harder.
And it's shorter,
He can jump a little bit higher.
Okay, but you gotta let me finish my point. Okay, what about when they do shit like Luigi's Mansion? Because they've only ever done three at this point.
Yeah,
but
1, 2 / Dark Moon.
But
what the fuck it was, Pink Floyd.
It is Luigi. Nice. It is still Luigi. It's a character that's existed. I think. Is it safe to say a character can live a lot longer than a series can?
Yes. Look at Sonic.
Good fucking point.
Sonic's a great fucking character, but like 70% of his games are shit.
You know what it is?
They should die, but they're never going to because Team Sonic's just going to be like,
whoa.
We need more Sonic.
Let's not go around saying that people should be dying. No, the game series should be dying. Like Sonic.
Oh, no. I'm not saying Team Sonic should die.
No, yeah, that's what it sounded like for a second.
I'm saying. No, I said they keep making Sonic games and they should die. Team Sonic should just stop.
Okay. Okay, fair. I just wanted to make sure we got that.
Team Sonic, go fucking kill yourselves.
Whoa! No, that's not okay.
Don't actually do that.
No, we don't.
You're all right.
Listen, I agree.
Please sponsor us, Team Sonic.
Well, I mean, we can kiss that shit goodbye now. I think a character can live for a lot longer than a series. I think if they stopped doing 3D Sonics and they were like, well, Sonic's in other games now, they're not 3D Sonic games, but we're trying to find a new path for him, basically. I'd be down for that. They kind of tried that with Sonic Boom, but the problem with Boom was that they didn't just like come up with a new game format to see if Sonic fits the mold. They just threw him into it, and they were like, yeah, there's some Sonic bits in this. But it's Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
otherwise.
But we gave him a bandana, and he's snarkier.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that is going to do it for this week, guys. So let us know somewhere on the internet. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got to do what we playing real quick. But, I mean, the point still stands. Let us know what you guys think is a game series that definitely needs to die. It's time. It's been overdone. Let us know somewhere on the internet. Rapid fire, just like last week. What are you guys playing?
Terraria.
Damn.
Just Terraria. If Braydon was here, he'd also say Terraria because we've been playing it together.
Yeah.
Because I went from Minecraft previous week, and I enjoyed Terraria so much more than Minecraft.
Really?
So much more.
I played Terraria for all of like 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, this is neat.
Terraria?
I don't know. Maybe I gotta play it with people, so that I can get into the.
Still.
Yeah.
There is a lot more creative.
There is a lot more creativity to. It's like if you want more of a game where it's like I want better weapons, I want to get stronger.
Yeah, if you want to feel like you're playing Minecraft RPG, Terraria.
Yeah, and if you want to have
I want to build
well, I guess not exploration, but like more creativity building.
I want to build a 15-story castle tower.
Yeah,
and have a sex dungeon underneath.
My
friend, because he hosts a server, has a sex dungeon underneath his house.
Are you kidding me?
And it's just a bunch of villagers.
Presumably doing.
No, because they actually they mate, and then
Are
they
you kidding
and
me?
they have little baba villagers.
No, that's so much incest.
So you don't know, like someone's son could be someone's mom,
grandpa
/aunt.
You're my cousin, but I love you.
Sweet home Alabama.
There goes all of our sponsors. Lowland Team Sonic.
Yeah, no, we get a bank on Team Sonic now. They're the only ones. They're
Team
our
Sonic
only
is incest friendly, right?
They
make Sonic.
God. No. All right.
Anyways,
so,
I've been playing Resident Evil 2 remake.
Right. Hell yeah.
I like the gameplay, but the story was kind of trash.
Damn, because they didn't change it, I don't think, from
the
original.
Didn't. That's fair, because it's just like, it's one of the earlier games that plays in, because Resident Evil has like a good world, and I like the story in the later games. But that's true. Resident Evil 2 was just kind of like, here's a little bit.
Yeah, here's a little bit of a taste.
Yeah, some of the, what's it called? The script, the way they wrote, just some of the acting is pretty bad. Like,
oh my god,
the pacing was pretty trash.
Dude, I'll show you after we finish the episode. There's videos on YouTube of them turning up the facial animations.
Oh, I think I see that. I think I saw that.
And his teeth, like. The guy's cheeks are just like miles away from his teeth, and he's just like, "Let me out of here!" Like, it's so funny looking. That shit kills me. I haven't played Resident Evil ever, so maybe I'll.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's really fun. I recommend it.
But it's scurry.
People.
It's scurry.
Yeah.
They stamp it as like masterpiece. I'm like, I don't know about that.
It's
fun.
Like Resident Evil 2 being remade, I can see why it doesn't hold up, but like Resident Evil 2, when it first came out, that shit was like fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That makes me think. Okay, this week's burning question, what's a game series that needs to die? Next week's, I think, would be really cool if we did, what game do you think is a beautiful 10 out of 10 masterpiece? What is art in motion to you?
Oh,
That'd be really
I already
cool.
have a game. Like, I already have it ready off the bat.
We gotta answer our own burning question for this week first, so
yep.
you'll have to tune in next week.
It's good.
We'll start next week with our burning question.
What about you, Dan?
For me, it's been a really, really busy week for me, to be honest. But I played a little bit of Smash. Getting that hero thwack. Gotta get that shit going. And a little bit of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm playing kind of the same stuff, but I want to get... by this time next week, I'll be playing the new Fire Emblem. I'm getting it when I get paid next week, so... Oh, God, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna get all my waifus. It's gonna be a waifu team only. So, I'll have to look up which of the 3 houses has the most waifus. That's how I'm basing my decision.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. It's probably going to be the Black Eagle or whatever the hell it is.
Golden Lion.
Golden Deer. I think it's Golden Deer.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, with claw?
It's Golden something.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, let us know, of course, obviously what you thought about today's episode somewhere on the internet, and weigh in on our burning question, what is a game series that needs to die? Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you all to the folks who got the Facebook page shout out. Like I said at the earlier in the episode, if you want to get a shout out at some point in the episode, go ahead and like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram as well. We post a bunch of good stuff too.
Also, let us know what you want to hear from us as well.
Yes, that was Shane's got to pee real bad, so I'm trying.
Oh, I'm doing the dance.
Here, just say goodbye now, and I'll
Bye, everybody. I love you. If you want to follow me, go check me out on SuperOdd Gaming or something. I don't care.
Awesome. All right, there goes Shane for the episode. So I'm just gonna bring something up real quick, and the episode's basically over. But yeah, that was another thing I didn't have a chance to bring up. If you guys have, still kind of chuckling at Shane. If you guys want to let us know what you think about the show in general, like I said, let us know somewhere on the internet, and ways we can improve, because we're trying to improve the show every week as best we can. I feel like today's episode was really strong.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it, but we obviously want to keep improving, and make the show as good as it can be. And however you think we can accomplish that, you let us know, and we'll think about it.
Yeah, let us know what you want to talk about as well.
Yes, yeah, weigh in on stuff. Like, let us know, like, stuff like, all the loot box crap that's been going on lately, and Epic Games being coming under fire yet again for
Give us comments.
Yeah, let us know stuff that you'd like us to talk about and what you think about the show. And we love you. We've never done the outro to the show with just two people.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta like wind it back and just scream over and out. Awesome. Thank you guys. We love you. Peace. Wait.